Hello and welcome to One North Maine, BCA's magazine show where we highlight the people, places, and events that make this city, our city, great. Coming up on today's episode, Brockton Fire Department Rapid Intervention Training, Spirits of the Dead. The battle for Brockton between the girls' soccer teams of Brockton High School and Cardinal Spellman. A visit with John McGarry at the elections office, and a special announcement regarding One North Maine. So sit back and relax and see what your community, the City of Champions, has to offer. The Brockton Fire Department does it all. Their training program is second to none. We had an opportunity to hook up with Deputy Fire Chief Scott Albanese for RIT, R-I-T, Rapid Intervention Training. Find the victim, get the victim out. Let's take a look.
This is a down and dirty operation. We're looking for a firefighter. We're going to eliminate as much real estate as possible. We're going to have a Mayday on the fire ground. The acronym for the Mayday is LIPS, right? Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Location, identification, the problem, and a solution if you have it, right? So if you happen to be the member that's missing, or one of your members is missing, make sure that you say that he's missing on the fire ground so we don't know what happened to you. You could have fallen through the floor. I want you to find the down firefighter. There will be a pass device sounding. Remember your air supply, and just keep that in mind. Watch where you're going, there's chairs and things. As long as we're within voice and visual communication with the team leader, and that's okay, that's acceptable. Guys, listen, I purposely put this guy face down muffled, right? Because if you're crawling around and something falls on you, how are you going to be? Sometimes the best thing to do is put the fire out. build them there all the time. Hey, break down. Let's get some water.
We're dragging them out at the front. When they went by us and they run out, we did have a little confusion on who was grabbing what at that point.
Yeah.
I thought Paul was switching the front and I was getting the line. I look around like
I was getting the line. You stay on the guy.
I couldn't hear him, so I jumped on the line. All of a sudden I realized me and Paul were both on the line.
It's election season. It's always a fun time. It's always an exciting time as we vote for our elected officials. We at Brockton Community Access wanted to learn a little bit more about the process from John McGarry. He's the executive director of the Elections Commission. It's complicated. You vote, but how do we get the final numbers? Mr. McGarry knows. Let's go inside and listen to what he had to say.
Well, on election day, when you come to the polls, it's a very simple process, and I'd like everyone to be aware of how simple it is and how easy it is to vote in the city of Brockton. When you come into the polls, you're going to go over to a table. It's called the in table. You're going to give them your address because everything is alphabetical by street address, and then we need the number of your home, and then your last name and first name. And it makes it easier for the poll workers to find you, account for you coming to the polls, and giving you the appropriate ballot. Once you receive that ballot, you walk over to one of the voting booths. You go behind. There'll be a black felt tip pen there, which is what we would like you to use because the machines are programmed to read the heavy black mark. And once you fill out your choices, you walk over to the voting machine. Now, the voting machine is going to read your ballot if you put it in face up, face down, forwards, or backwards. You can go in this way, you can go in this way, and you flip it over, go in this way or this way. It doesn't matter how you put that the ballot into the machine, it's going to read it. And you can verify that because to the left on the machine there is a little window and the number will change once it has taken your ballot in, and that tells you that the ballot has been scanned. If you have any problems getting your ballot in, I always try to have a poll worker available to you so that you can just motion for them to come over. They will not look at your ballot. They will read the message in the window if there's an issue with your ballot, and they will help you rectify whatever the problem be. Sometimes it's as simple as having to reinsert the machine, reinsert the ballot into the machine, because there are black marks on the outside of your ballot, and the machine is very sensitive to that. There is also a motor that pulls your ballot through the machine, so you can't force it in. It's not like you're putting it into a drop box and putting it in. You have to slowly insert it so that the machine's motor can pick it up and drag it through so that it can read how you voted for everyone on the ballot. After you've done that, you really need to go over to the out table. I know it sounds like a duplication, but that is the current law. You go to the out table and you redo the process of signing in. You give them your street, your number, your name, and they're going to check you off again, and then you're going to go over to the ballot box and put your ballot into the machine. Once you've done these 3 easy steps, you walk out the door, and you can do that in a matter of minutes, providing everyone knows how they want to vote and knows the process. So again, I hope you have a great election day. If there are any problems or concerns, I am always looking for information to try and make this process better for the residents of Brockton, and I hope you'll feel free to give me a call at 508-580-7117. At the close of polls on election night, people often wonder why it takes so long for the information to get down to City Hall, when it is a memory card that is being run down to City Hall that has already run reports out in the precinct. This is one of the reasons why we have to wait. As you can see from the length of this tape, it physically takes time for a small printer to print this out in the voting machine. This has to be done by times 4. 4 of these tapes are run off at the end of the night, with the last one coming with the card down here to City Hall so that any candidates or any of the press that are present would like to have those numbers. So it takes time to do these, and that is one of the main reasons why it's the delay in getting the information. It is just a physical action of closing out the polls, running the tapes, and having the police officers pick up the cards across the city. Obviously, traffic also influences that because you have a police officer picking up from 7 wards, and each officer has 1 ward, but the places in the ward can be spread out. Plus, 1 officer picks up 2 wards, so that obviously takes a lot longer. And those are the reasons why, when people are wondering why it is taking so long to close out a poll, is the reason behind it. So I hope everyone will be understanding, and as soon as the results come in, they get posted on the board outside my office, and then the reports are printed. And all that occurs down here at City Hall is we are making copies from the same cards and putting on a spreadsheet. No numbers are being worked on down here at night. No ballots are being checked down here at night. Everything is being done out in the precinct. And the numbers you get in the precinct, plus any true hand-counted ballots, are the total number for the city. And those hand-counted ballots are very few because these machines are very accurate in the reading, which has been proven out by the multiple recounts we've done over the years. So I hope the residents will be understanding on why it takes a while for this information to get out to them at the close of polls.
We in Brockton are very lucky to have 2 wonderful high schools in our fair city. We have Brockton High School, of course, and we also have Cardinal Spellman High School, where I am today. They have long history of success in athletics, and this year is very special because both girls soccer teams are competing against each other at the end of October, and both have had great seasons. Let's kick it over to Mad Dog Matt Nelson to see what's going on with the Lady Boxers. Mad Dog, take it away.
Thanks, Jay. I'm here with the greatest cheerleaders in the entire state of Massachusetts, the Brockton High cheerleaders. They're pumped up for this game, and they think that Spellman is going to go down. Guys, this is Marciano Stadium, home of your Brockton Boxers, and tonight, a good old-fashioned Battle of Brockton as the Cardinal Spellman Cardinals come over to the west side to take on the Big 3 divisional champion Brockton Boxers.
We have a lot of kids that go to school with us at middle school and elementary and decide to go the Catholic private route for whatever. So the rivalry is already built with them knowing each other, a lot of them from middle school and beyond. A lot of them are Brockton residents. But it's really good to instill competition between the schools. Years ago, we didn't play them so much, but I think now in some sports, we have an even playing field, and they can compete very well, and they give us good games.
We see the flip. We see the flip. I believe that was number 15, Amanda Almeida. We've seen that 3 or 4 times thus far this season. We're going to see it again. A throw in, a goal! Narita Montron heads it in. Brockton on top, 1-0.
I think part of the integral part of our development here has been the success of our middle school athletic program for over the past 6-7 years that we have had. We've always had one since the 1950s, but we really developed it over the past 5 to 7 years. That has produced kids, kids that didn't get a chance to be exposed to certain sports. We've given them a taste and instruction, quality instruction in grades 6, 7, and 8, then they can pursue it on their own. And we're starting to reap the benefits of that in the city, Spellman as well as here, for kids that have gone on.
Well, we definitely overcame a lot of adversity. I mean, we started with 24 girls, now we're down to like 15. So it's definitely interesting. We've had to change the lineup a lot, and different people can play in certain games. So right now, we're just working with what we have and chugging along. Playing Spellman, it's always a good game. They did beat us up a little bit in the first game, but we're going to come out strong. It's our senior night, so a lot of us are looking forward to that. and hopefully we'll get a win out of that.
We actually outplayed them, but it's just they had a quick start. They scored 3 goals in the first 5 minutes, and it was tough, but we kind of reacted. We got back in the game, and we're pressing them all over the field, and they got another break, and from there on the game kind of got out of hand. And we're definitely going to be ready for the next game, and like the senior night, the 5 seniors that we had, they've been starters here for 4 years, and hopefully we can get a big win and send them off in the right way. Throughout the season, our home games, we've been well supported by family and friends, and hopefully that day we get enough that that's going to get this team to the next level and hopefully get that big win.
I'm in the gymnasium at Cardinal Spellman High School. Unfortunately, Mother Nature has reminded us that she's in charge and the weather is foul. The girls' soccer team is practicing behind me, and they've had an incredible season led by Coach Mike Perry. Coach Perry has been coaching for 39 years, incredible. And even a couple of years, he coached both JV and varsity. What a coach. And this year's team, the reigning Division III South Sectional champions, are having a great season. They are 13-1-2 going into their epic matchup with the Lady Boxers. I had a chance to speak with some of the captains and some of the seniors. Let's hear what they had to say.
This year we've had a lot of returning players, so we all know each other. We play really well together, which helps us in every game. I think we're really dedicated to winning a lot of games and staying undefeated, because we know most of us are seniors here, obviously, so.
And we have a lot of pressure on us. We have a target on our back. Since last year we did so well, so we have to keep up the determination and keep pushing forward to keep our spot.
And because we went so far last year, it keeps us motivated to go even farther and win it all this year, and especially for us because it's our last year.
Yeah, and just to add, we also have big rivalries, Brockton is one, St. Mary's is always one, so we're always playing our toughest games against those, and it works us to push ourselves a little harder and to keep motivated. Brockton always puts up a good fight against us. They're always coming out hard because we're from the same town playing against each other.
Yeah, we won 6-2, but they've always been a good rivalry. They always put up a good fight. It's always a good game.
We knew it was our first game too, so we wanted to come out really strong and hard to see what our season was going to be like, and we wanted to get that first win. So.
And we're definitely a different team than we were the first game to we are now, and I'm sure Brockton is as well. So it'll be a good game.
Cardinals on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cardinals! Let's go!
Attention Brockton citizens. We at Brockton Community Access are looking for a permanent One North Main host. I've been doing this for a little while. I've had my fill. We need new blood. I remember when I first started as host. It seems just like yesterday, but also 1,000 years ago.
To One North Main, BCA's award-winning magazine show. I'm your host, Nuba Redto, and today we have a special edition for you guys. We focus this summer.
Man, Newbie was great. But this job can't be that hard. I have a script. I'm going to the Council on Aging. How hard can it be? I have my Clark Kent glasses. I go there and I dominate. I do what I do and I dominate. Hosting One North Main will be easy. Let's go. This is Jay Miller reporting from the, where are we? And I'm here with Jane Fitzgerald. Jane?
Jay, it's Janice.
Can we do this over? Okay, good. Janet, I'll tell you, this place is absolutely gorgeous.
What is up with you today? Your shirt is a mess.
Oh. You don't like my tie? I'm here with Janice Fitzgerald. Janice, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Hey, Janice, do you remember when you were at the senior picnic and you got up and spoke?
Yes, I do.
That was awesome. This gum's really good. I usually don't have gum, but... Well, there you have it, Brockton. Who loves ya? So long for One North...
Stop! Stop! Hold this. Why are you wearing this stupid? It's not Christmas.
It's Santa.
No!
This is but it's Christmas time.
Hey, one! Come on, let's go! One! Faster! Two! Three! Faster! Brockton! Here we go! Hello, I'm Jay Miller, and welcome to One North Maine, BCA's award-winning magazine show. Zuzu!
Hello and welcome to One North Maine, BCA's magazine show, where we highlight the people, places, and events that make this city, our city, great. Coming up on today's episode.
All right, not bad. Hello, and welcome to One North Maine, BCA's award-winning magazine show. I'm your host, the 4-time award-winning, 8-time nominated Nubu Ratto, and we are looking for the next One North Maine host. Back to you, Jay.
Hello and welcome to One North Maine, BCA's magazine show. Brockton. Hey! As you put on your costumes and head out to trick or treat, getting all sorts of wonderful candy, and you hear a sound, you're not sure what it is. It can be only one thing.
They are the spirits of the dead.
Thy soul shall find itself alone, mid dark thoughts of the grey tombstone, not one of all the crowd to pry into thine hour of secrecy. Be silent in that solitude, which is not loneliness, for then the spirits of the dead who stood in life before thee are again in death around thee, and their will shall overshadow thee. Be still. The night, though clear, shall frown, and the stars shall not look down from their high thrones in the heaven, with light like hope to mortals given, but their red orbs without beam to thy weariness shall seem, as a burning and a fever, which would cling to thee forever. Now our thoughts thou shalt not banish, now our visions ne'er to vanish, from thy spirit shall they pass, no more like dewdrops from the grass. The breeze, the breath of God is still, and the mist upon the hill, shadowy, shadowy, yet unbroken, is a symbol and a token, how it hangs upon the trees, a mystery of mysteries.
A Channel 9 News Bulletin. Tonight, the Brockton Police and Plymouth County investigators held a press conference to inform the public about a murderer on the loose. Authorities are urging residents to stay in their homes and lock all their doors. The public should be on high alert and to report suspicious activity. All victims have been found dead with extreme facial wounds. More details at 11. Channel 9 News.
Well, there you have it, Brockton. Another One North Main in the books. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we enjoyed covering these events and wonderful people. To learn more about Brockton Community Access, please visit our website at bcatv.org. You can also check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/The Brockton Channels, all one word. For everyone at One North Main, I'm Jay Miller. We'll see you around town.